What's up, you guys? It's your boy K back with another McBanger, baby, and you already know what it is, man. I forgot to do the intro, so you see my hands are already dirty, but you already know what car we sitting in, man. It's the flip car. So without further ado, we're about to go ahead and get into this video on how we on the first repair we have to do to get this car ready to flip. So let's do it. Then pop the hood. Alright, so here we go. This is the motor. This is the part right here that we're going to be replacing. So let me get in here first and actually show you guys what I'm talking about. So here's the new part, by the way. But basically what happens is, say you're in the car and you're driving it. I'm not about to cut it on and put it in drive, just to let you know, but you get in the car, you cut it on, you put it in drive, it pretty much feels like you don't have any brakes. You know what I'm saying? So what will happen is you press the brake pedal and it'll go down pretty much close to the floor, and then it'll get kind of hard, but it's like the harder you push, it's not braking. The car is not stopping any faster or stopping any harder. It still pretty much feel like it's not stopping or it's not trying to stop. So that's the problem, that's the issue with this sensor, the brake booster pressure sensor. That's what we're replacing. That's this thing right here. It's for the 2007 Impala 3900 motor. Here's the part right here. This is a big fat sensor. This boy was like almost $100. I went to like O'Reilly's, and not O'Reilly's, but AutoZone, Advance, and all that crap. They didn't even have it. I had to get it through O'Reilly's. They was the only one carrying it, and luckily I got this one because the plants that make these was closed down due to Corona. So, you know, that's that. So hopefully this fits the issue. I'm pretty sure it will. The why I say I know it needed it, because that's what they call for on the computer. But I checked the master cylinder and the brake booster itself, so if that was a problem, it'll be leaking. I'll show you where that's at, like where it'll be leaking at. So as you can see right here, it'll be leaking. So the brake booster itself do look pretty rusty, no lie, but I don't know. But it'll be leaking right there where the seal is. It'll be really wet around there, but everything's kind of dry because it's been sitting. So only thing we could do is really just replace the sensor and see. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. First thing we want to do is locate the sensor, which is right here. It's right here. Go ahead and disconnect it. So how do you disconnect it? Well, it's like this little push right here. See this little pin you got to push in, and then you really just lift up. So I'm about to do it. I don't want to break it, so I'm about to use both of my hands. All right, so you just push down on that and pull it up. There we go. So we get the sensor out the way, you can just set it over there. Here's the actual, well, that's the connector. Here's the actual sensor right here. So what we do, clearly just wiggle this boy out. See how it moves? You just wiggle it out, pull it out. So here's the sensor right here. You can see it's pretty much the original one, but as you can see, it's a little bit deep, and they got these grooves on there to make it not come out. So what I did was use a flathead and just pried it off from the back end, so it sits in like this. Just put the flathead right there, or I guess here, just pry it off. And as you can see, you got a little rubber boot right there. You can low-key just pull that off, because in the new one, it's supposed to come with a new one. With the new sensor, it's supposed to come with a new boot, so you could take this off and replace it with the new one. So now here's your new part right here. Here's your new boot. This is your old part, and the old boot I dropped, so it's down here somewhere. I'll grab it in a minute, but there you go. So what you do, go ahead and take your boot. This side goes in, this side is out. So you take it, you go ahead, push your boot, right on in there. Make sure you don't drop it. So here you go. You might have to use 2 hands like I did, but just go ahead and press it on in there. Once you get it on there, take your sensor, just like that. Remember, this side goes up because that's where the connector goes to. So you just take your sensor, just place it right in the middle. Remember, it has the grooves on there so to actually, you know what I'm saying, connect to the rubber. So push it on in there. All right, so there you go. It's a little bit challenging to get in there because the brake line is in the way. So, and all the brake lines really are in the way. But just press it on in there. It's a little bit firm to press in because you're trying to fit this part into that little rubber boot. But the rubber boot is actually in the booster itself, so it's gonna be a tight fit. But anyways, go ahead and do that. Take your connector, go ahead and place it on, just like so. And the job is done, boys. So now what we do, go ahead and start her up and see. Super hot in this car, man. So what we about to do now, brake pedal feel way better. That's crazy, bro, that one little sensor. But what we about to do now, let's go ahead and take it on the test drive. Yeah, that was the problem already. But it's about to go ahead drive it around. Yep, slam on the brakes a little bit, get it going, but most definitely fix the problem. The brakes are pretty firm. Probably still would go ahead and put some brake pads on here and everything like that. But as of right now, it's feeling pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm stepping on the brakes. They really responsive. So that's how you guys replace the brake booster pressure sensor on the Impala. Yeah, they're working pretty fine, the brakes. So probably still gonna do some pads and stuff, but that's the first thing we did to the Impala to go ahead and get it ready to flip. But it's a nice little video series I'm making for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, watch all the other videos on the channel, and I'm gonna see you next video. I'm out.